Welcome back to Taco Bowler Gaming, or welcome into Taco Bowler Gaming. My name is Taco Bowler, and today we are starting a new campaign in Hearts of Iron 4, playing as the United Kingdom for now. And I've gotten a lot of my stuff done. I've brought all my Air Force in, brought all my Navy. In fact, I'm actually going to just, I think, rather than bring them all in, I think I'm just going to delete them all and re-establish them as I need to later. Keep forgetting that doesn't work. Because when you hit that delete button here, it just disbands them and puts them back in storage, which is what we want. I've got my construction going, just kind of a balanced approach, hopefully, for now. And we're actually going to need to do that at some point in there as well. Well, let's get it to 6, and this to 6 will work. Just it's not quite as bad. We're going to put that there, and we'll worry about this here later. I don't need to do any decisions right now. For research, I tried to set things up beforehand, and I was actually surprised we already have radio detection already researched. That's a first for me. I have not seen that yet. But yeah, we're going to get mechanical computing to try and get plus 4% research speed. And then obviously we'll begin the production side of things. And then we're switching over to superior firepower. So that is that. For production factories, I've got right now 6 on infantry, 3 on towed artillery, and then right now 1 on support, and then I've got a regular fighter, a carrier naval bomber, and close air support, also producing at 1 factory each. And I've got all of the veteran or regular divisions set up to go over to the Labrador-Canada border. And then we're going to set these to train, and we're going to set these to train, and just going to train them up to that regular status before moving them around. Because this will be a run trying to set up the King's Party. The ultimate goal of this run, I believe, is going to be... If I can pull this up. Thank you. Well, we are going to try and get the Empire Strikes Back. And we're going to try to get, not last 1,000 years. We're going to try and get the battle cruisers. One Empire I don't believe I'm going to be able to do. But we're going to try and get Blitzkrieg as well. We have to put Edward in power, ally Germany, and fully control Paris. We're going to try and do that. But the main goal of the campaign is William Wallis. As the United Kingdom, put Edward VIII in power, enforce an American monarchy, and have both it and Scotland as subjects. So to do that, we're going to have to obviously go King's Party. We're going to have to put Edward in power, which means that first off, I'm going to go for a change in course. And then we'll move on from there. Now, right now, I have changed all the garrison divisions. Oh, you need to be over here because you're green. I've changed all the garrison divisions to regular infantry divisions. Changed all the cavalry divisions to regular infantry divisions. Gotten rid of the cavalry, or getting rid of the 1 tank division I had. So we're just going to play with those there. Now I'm trying to go off a guide that says that I need about 60 of them. And preferably, we'll make them, 7.2s by then. But we are a little bit lacking in infantry equipment. We're a little bit lacking in a lot of things there. So hopefully, things improve with that as we move along. But I think it's ready to unpause. I'm not going to put any divisions in basic training until we're caught up with these. I don't need to do those decisions, but for now we're not going to worry about that. And yeah, I'm not going to worry about my airplanes that are in reserve because I just put them there. I want them there. So we are going to unpause and go. And our oil situation is dire. Yeah, I love that the infantry equipment we're, losing quite the little bit here per day. But we're not actually losing it in terms of this. It's all the reinforcement that we need. So if my entire navy is going, I have about 15 days of oil. Good to know. I will try to update the navy after between episodes. I've brought the whole navy into London so that I can reorganize it. I also, in the production line, want this carrier badly, but King George V dies. That seems fast. And we're losing stability, just like that. And then everything that was 1937 besides that carrier, I just got rid of. And then, the rest were going here. Yeah, okay, so they're popping out in London, which is right where I would want them to be. So, yeah. I am following a guide, like I said, so hopefully, things will be okay with that. But, we'll see. Now, I cannot get the King's Party until he is married. So, we switch over. Now, there's two goals that I've seen in different guides. The first is to go for this one, Encourage Colonial Elite, which gains research speed plus 7%, which is amazing. The other one would be to go for extra research slot, which, limited rearmament is really, really good of adding the 4 civilian factories that would help with the production. But Shadow Scheme requires 5% world tension. I'm not sure that's actually going to be there with just like Ethiopia or something. 105 days into the game. And this gains stability. Well, hopefully we will. Hopefully we won't turn communist. That's not the plan. So, like, this is nice, but I actually think that we're gonna have to wait for that, the 5% world tension, and that this may actually offset the 7% research speed may actually offset the research slot, at least close, over time. But I am going to do limited rearmament first and get those civilian factories, and then I'm going to go for Reinforce the Empire, Service Overseas, and Encourage Colonial Elite, and then we'll see if we've gotten to the not enough building slots. Oh, bypass. And we'll see if we've gotten to the Royal Marriage by then. I will probably have to pause and go through my guides to see. I think that they said we insist upon a royal marriage and then kind of accept results as they go through. Oh, we have free dockyards already. We'll finish those off. Wow, that's done. Okay. Well, we may have to worry about things here. Let's go to our submarines. All submarines. Select this. Are these all early submarine holes? They are all early. Do I have the ability to produce 1936 subs? No, not yet. Well, we need some battle cruisers, right? We have to have that, so let's build some. That seems good to me. we're gonna build some of those until I can get my stuff ready. We'll still make that one. Because I don't actually like those ships. But until I can get to the end of the episode and get my stuff ready, that's what we're gonna do. And right now we have political power. The other thing is that the guide suggests one of two options, which we could give refuge to the scientists to have the research speed, but oh, it doesn't actually make Germany angry at me? Oh, nice. Okay. Well, maybe. But then, of course, the other option would be to do literally nothing with it. You know, destroyers. Versailles no longer concerns us. The Montrose Convention, President such and such, has informed us that Turkey is preparing to remilitarize the Turkish Straits. Yeah, we will support the Turks, because that gives me... that doesn't reduce my stability, and it gives me some Navy experience. It's never there. Turkey is compromised. That crisis can be considered concluded. A great day for peace. Good. Good, good, good. Let's see if... oh, we have a green. Oh, these two can move over to here. This is green now. Quite a few of these are green because they are being reinforced with the equipment we're getting and the manpower.
Listen up.
Which is what it is.
Fall in.
Alright, yay. Head over here. We're gonna need some... the main idea is to just like take a little bit of land from each of the subjects and then rein them in that way. But yeah, they suggest don't take anything there. To save it for the Imperial Federation or whatever that is. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do the scientist's route. Especially with that one focus, we'll just go really, really fast research as our whole national identity. How many things do I need to cover the entire border? 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually cover it right now. They're not spread completely out. 1, 2, 3. That's a lake. 4. Wow, okay. So yeah, like, we can't do Shadow Scheme yet. We're not going to worry about those two. So we're going to head for Reinforce the Empire. Our empire is vast, and despite our power, weakly defended. To combat this, we need to encourage imperial patriotism throughout the realm. If decolonization has not been achieved within 2 years of becoming communist, a civil war will start. Like I said, hopefully we will not become communist, although I guess that's probably... no, that's going to be on the other side where we chose the change in course. That is another run that I have to do at some point. Right now I'm kind of operating on... I'm doing a lot of my democratic runs off YouTube and trying to leave the more fun, non-aligned fascist and communist runs to the on-screen personality. Now, I have decided that I just like to do dispersed. I just go dispersed right now in all my games because I have been shifting the production around a lot more than probably I should, but we'll see what it do. Delegations from Britain, France, Italy, and Japan and the United States met in December of 1935 to discuss a renewal of the First London Treaty, which restricted the number and size of cruisers and submarines. Negotiations turned quite heated over Italy's war in Ethiopia and Japan's desire to be seen as equal to Britain and the United States. With negotiations now at an end, the signatory nations have agreed upon limits to the size, of battleships and aircraft carriers in hopes of preventing another ruinous arms race. Yeah, we don't need no super battleships. We have our Why is this? Oh, it's not that far off. It's just a matter of when we started building. Well, that's okay. These should be training. That was the idea. We do still have oil, which I like to see. So let's go over to our light cruisers and start training you as well. Do I still have oil? I do not. Let's take the early cruisers. Well, I guess we should take the 1936 cruisers. Okay. I hate that this does this. Form your own thing. So these all early cruisers, these are all early cruisers, okay. Right, the early cruisers stop. Go back in here. You guys, yes, keep training. You go over here. And then let's go to our destroyers. So many destroyers. I seriously have no 1936 destroyers? Yeah, I do. Split up the 1936s. Alright, so yeah, you get to go back in here. 1936s go here. Let's see if we can run this while not losing oil. Yes! There we go. So that'll give us some naval experience. Good. Very, very important. How are we doing here? We have another veteran. Let's get you up to 8 before we do anything fancy. A new general. Put you in here. Let's get someone who... Oh, come on. No, in here. Thank you. We have a lot of defensive guys, which makes sense given who we are. Don't like the division recovery rate. I'm just going to pick you. Congratulations. And we're going to start putting these guys around. So we need South Africa. We need, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably only 7. Before we start messing around with some other places.
All in.
And my guide kind of says, don't even worry about defense of your places. That will come with time.
Ready to move.
If you're fighting the Dominions, no Dominion's going to be threatening the home. And I hope they're right, because I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, so there is that.
Ready, sir.
Frankly, I don't quite know where else to put one. I guess, like, maybe worrying about the... You know what? The defense is not actually Go by name. Skill. Go by skill. The defense is not that bad of an idea for things like the British Raj. Because we are going to definitely... Oh, hey, this guy's even right here. So that's perfect. That's what we want. So we're going to start a naval invasion. We'll take a couple of places. Yeah, a couple of places. And you're going to be... You're assigned to that naval invasion. So that's good. And we need to figure out what we're doing with our factories. I think putting one more on artillery would make sense. We're actually put two more on artillery. That makes sense. So probably I want at least 6 for that. I don't actually know. I don't think... My knowledge of this is a little rusty, but I don't think Malaya or New Zealand go away. I could be wrong. Do I want excavation or synthetic oil? I'm not going to build the synthetic quickly, so we're just going to do excavation. I will get synthetic eventually. That will happen eventually. We can do more modification of government. We're just going to do Italian scientists. And we'll worry about stability some other day. We will worry about that some other day for sure. Okay, here we go. The Edward VIII Abdication Crisis. For some time, King Edward VIII has entertained hopes to marry the American Wallis Simpson. A constitutional crisis has now arisen, and Mrs. Simpson is not only divorced from her previous husband, but in point of fact still married to her current husband, presently pursuing a second divorce. General outrage has ensued on the grounds that as king, and being the head of the Church of England, Edward cannot marry a divorcee. The king, however, has made it abundantly clear that he is very much in love with Mrs. Simpson and intends to marry her regardless of the opinions of his governments or his subjects. As such, only 3 options remain open to him. The British government and the governments of the Dominions have already stated that any alternative to abdication would be unacceptable, and repercussions of trying to force through a marriage, even an attempted compromise, would likely be dire, not only for Britain itself, but also for its ties to the Commonwealth. As the king's closest advisors continue their attempts to convince him, the public awaits with bated breath the resolution of this conflict between the king and his cabinet. We will insist upon a royal marriage. Alright. I'm going to take a look at my navy here. Battle cruiser, right now I have 3. And this is a Admiral class. That was a battle cruiser, right? Yes. So if I have 3 and I need 9, we need each of these to produce 3. We'll get those done immediately. Alright, so the king has married. Does that mean that I can get the king's party right now? No. We have to go through the event chain. Alright, well I'm going to go 12 more days and reinforce the empire, and then go from there.
Ready!
Alright, 1, 2, 3,
Attention!
4...
Ready, sir!
I do want 1 more. Would like 1 more. I'm gonna start training like 1. Just 1. So right now we have that, going. Once we get to 10, I think is what it will take. So yeah, we're gonna research the second one there. And there is Reinforce the Empire done, so we are just going to head straight for service overseas, and that will get us to 10 military experience, and hopefully that will get us to 7 twos, which will change our infantry equipment shortage to a major shortage of artillery. But I've been Taco Bell Gaming. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like, please comment, please subscribe down below. I've got no clue what's coming. There's 3 episodes this week. If you want to let me know if there's something coming that I need to be very, very, very aware of. And if it happens before episode 4, then I won't know it. But if it happens after episode 4, then you may save me. So please do like, please comment, all that good stuff down below. And I will see you next time.